Howdy, y'all. This is Dr. P. Mark Taylor. How you doing today? I wanted to share with you the schedule and just talk about what's going on so far. So I'm looking for the share screen. There it is. You gotta know Zoom. Zoom's gonna be very important in your life. Okay, so I'm sharing the schedule that I sent in an email before class started, and it is also in the course files. So far, you have the textbook, you've started the reading and the quizzes, and you should be through several chapters. You want to get done with your quizzes before the last week of the class. There's no reason you shouldn't get 100%, because you should be able to retake it until you do. We've done the introduction, we've done assignment 2, initial research questions, then we went through the quantitative possibilities. Assignment 3, you all did great. You did very well making comments on the work of others. And then in assignment 4, most of you, a lot of you have done this, and some of you are not quite finished. But that is due tonight at 11:59 p.m. Again, in this case, I'm giving you 5 points for the original post and another 5 points for 3 quality comments. And so that's that one. All right, and now for next week in module 3, you'll take a subset of all of those questions that you've written and write the hypothesis, a null hypothesis according to that. And of course, I've got examples and talk you through that. Also in week 3 is a discussion with me. That will open on May 25th, and I will set up an appointment schedule that you can look to see when I have available slots. And this is where we talk about what you really want to get out of your dissertation, and look at your quantitative questions and see if there's one or two that really hit home with what you want to know. I'll ask you what you want to be when you grow up. I'll ask you what you really want to know. And you'll have to pick one to fill out your quantitative analysis worksheet, which is due on June 1st, which is during the next week. But you will have that talk with me, and you'll have it narrowed down to 1 or 2 questions, and you will already have tried to fill the worksheet out, and we can talk about that. And then we're done with quantitative for a while. So this is what we're looking forward to in the next little bit. I want to say on assignment 4, you're off to a great start, and there's a lot of quality comments as well as quality initial posts. It's supposed to be hard. If it wasn't hard, everybody would do it. The hard is what makes it great. I know that's a line from A League of Their Own, but it's true here too. And I'm really impressed with how deep you all are going so far. So keep up the good work there. And then after we turn in the qualitative worksheet, which is due June 1st, we'll start looking at qualitative. And some of you are more quantitative people, some of you are more qualitative at heart, but the truth is, we're going to help you through whichever one you end up doing. And when we talk about your quantitative questions, we'll also talk a little bit about whether they fit what you want to know or whether qualitative might actually be a better choice for you. But then again, we're going to talk about it then. We'll get that done by May 29th. And we will go through qualitative assignments. And on assignment 9, during week 5, we'll actually have a Zoom meeting to do the equivalent of what we did with the quantitative. Just have a discussion, see what you really, really want, and finish up with judging quantitative and qualitative research. And finally, you'll choose between your best quantitative and your best qualitative. And we will have talked twice, so you'll already have a really good idea. Most people don't change too much after that. So the last week is all about putting it together, taking what you did on the worksheet and just putting it into a PowerPoint and presenting it. But we'll talk about the details of that later. I just want to show you what we're doing in the entire class. Now that it's beginning to make sense, you've played with quantitative questions and you've done a bunch of different kinds. Now there's a million more quantitative processes, but most of them are way too complicated and you wouldn't graduate on time if you did them. So, and we're bent on making sure you graduate on time. So that's a goal that I have in mind when I'm talking to you in these two conversations, quantitative and then the qualitative. And then your dissertation chair and I and your third committee member will all be focused on making sure your dissertation is big enough to be a dissertation and small enough to graduate on time. So there is a plan. You're doing very well. I'm trying not to comment too much because you're really doing a great job commenting on each other's stuff. And I'm just adding a few comments here and there if it hasn't been said. Because this is why we open it up and let everyone see our work, because as iron sharpens iron, so you people are sharpening each other with my comments added in there. But you're doing great. I just wanted you to know where we're at. If you haven't finished all of your posts or comments on the assignment 4, get that done. If you're a little behind, I'm not going to worry too much about it, but I do want you to get those initial posts up. And hey, for those people who have already done enough to earn all the points on assignment 4, it's still helpful if you go back and look at the new people's work. It's still helpful for you for insights, but it's the last people to post get the least amount of comments and help. So if you would go back and just help them out, that would be a professional courtesy. And same with, assignment 5. All right, I think I've said enough of that. I stopped share. This is what I look like. And you all have a blessed day. And as always, you can email or text and let me know what's going on, what you have a question about, or just if you're puzzled about your topic, we talk those things through. All right. Have a blessed day.